With our stunning collection of fine jewelry, gemstones, pearls and diamonds, fine pieces in timeless designs and unspoken elegance. Al Siraj Jewelry. Our story, our pride.
വിഷമിക്കണ്ട, എല്ലാം ശരിയാവും.
ലുലു മണി, സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. Since 2006, Magnum Imprint have been offering high standards of quality with our professional team that delivers all your advertising and promotional requirements efficiently and promptly. For more details, please contact 39887088 or 33856330 or 33542530.
A journey of over 4 decades, one of joy, sharing, and caring. That is, in a nutshell, the story of a senior engineer who retired from the Works Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Ministry, P.C. Abraham. The veteran whose signature is on the designs of almost all the highways and roads in Bahrain, Mr. Abraham, along with his dear wife Lily Abraham, a former teacher at the Indian School Bahrain, is bidding adieu next week to the kingdom which has been home to him since 1976. An alumnus of the Trivandrum Engineering College, the passionate engineer retired from the Ministry of Works as the head of Highways and Causeways at its Roads Special Projects Directorate. Among the strategic projects that he was part of are the Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman Causeway, the Istiklal and Dry Dock Highways, reclamation and construction of highways connecting Amwaj Islands and Deir al-Muharrak, among others. An active member of the social fabric of Bahrain, especially among the expatriates, Mr. Abraham is the elder of the Manama Brethren Assembly and a mentor and guide to many. He has also served as a patron of the YMCA Bahrain and was part of several other associations and an acclaimed leader who has attended many international conferences and conventions. The father to 4 and grandfather to 9, who holds a theological degree from the Tyndale Theological Seminary, Dallas, is all set to take up the responsibility of Rahabat Theological Institute in Thrissur, Kerala, post-retirement. Joining us this evening on Success Statements, a show which features people who make a difference from BMC Global Life, it is retired senior engineer P.C. Abraham.
Roads and bridges are his passion. Positivity defined, cheerful and chirpy ever, young in his 70s. A man whose signature is on almost all the highways of the kingdom. Retired senior engineer in the Works Municipality Affairs and Urban Planning Ministry, P.C. Abraham, joining us this evening on Success Statements from BMC Global Life. Good evening, Mr. Abraham. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege to have you with us in the studios this evening.
Oh, it's a pleasure to me.
Thank you so much. So as I said, Success Statements is a show which features people who make a difference. And I and the BMC team are fully convinced that you are the right person to be seated here this evening because you had made a difference. And I think it's almost 4 decades plus in the kingdom.
Yes.
And beyond. Yours is indeed a success story. Let me begin with this simple question. I know it's simple for me, but you can add value to it. What is success in your definition, and what do you think made you successful?
We all may have different views and different expectations and different desires. But when you are born, the one who caused you to born is God. God wanted you to be born and be doing something during your lifetime. That I have to find out through various instances. Once you find out that and doing it, you become successful. You become passionate about it. And that passion will give you a vision. What are the possibilities that are before you? And when you enjoy that vision, then you submit yourself to the one who gave you the vision. And in the process, I have seen in my own life, turns out into a mission.
Okay.
So it started with a passion, a vision, submission, and now a mission.
A mission, okay.
Something that you have to do.
Right.
And when you do that, you you accomplish that, success comes there.
Okay.
That's success according to my definition.
Great. That was a beautiful definition of success, different from the rest of the definitions that I've heard on the show, because everybody defines success in their own unique way, and it's a learning experience for me. Thank you very much for enlightening us in the beginning. And 45 years in the country, and that too in prominent positions where you have engaged with most of the projects that are crucial to the kingdom, isn't it? Coming to your profession as an engineer. Tell us a little more about your journey as an engineer. I know that you're a proud alumnus of the Trivandrum Engineering College.
Yes.
And you were teaching in Kerala before you came to Bahrain in your 30s, right? Tell us a little more about the journey as an engineer in Bahrain.
Yeah, I am an alumni of Trivandrum Engineering College, and the Trichur Engineering College also adopted me into their alumni. Not because I studied there, but I taught there.
Okay.
I was teaching there. Therefore, I am the only person who was a member of 2 alumni in Bahrain.
All right.
Okay, and we came here 45 years ago, a totally different Bahrain.
Yes.
Many of the highways and bridges and flyovers that we see around now, they were non-existent at the time, and the people were different.
Okay.
And skyline was different, landscape was different, everything was different. And into that situation, the government gave me an opportunity to contribute my skill or myself into that and see what we can do. So I see the projects as not an assignment from the ministry. It's a project that God has given to me through them.
Okay.
They were the channel. The Ministry of Housing, where I worked first, and then the Ministry of Works, I recently completed. Both were the channels that God has organized for me to get involved and then develop the country, make the people's life easier, and increase the connectivity between people, between the regions, between towns, and that comes the road.
Okay.
And I can say I have an organic relationship with the project that I handle.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that project is my baby.
Okay.
So I take charge of those projects with that sort of passion. I remember one of the projects that I did was changing the Salmania roundabout into a traffic signal.
Okay.
That was a very complicated design because 3 junctions are coming very close by, and the police department was struggling to keep the traffic safe and moving, and that project was given to us. So the purpose was change the roundabout, make it into a traffic signal so that the people's junction, when they come to the junction, they will be able to manage it well. While the construction was going on, Raji, you won't believe, almost every midnight time, I go to the site with my wife, see what is happening there.
Okay.
The contractor is working, but not in the night time. They are finished and then gone. But I go there, park my car somewhere, my wife will be sitting in the car, I will be walking around in the construction site and see what they are doing, where the road alignment is done. The purpose is, can I improve it?
Okay.
I am the one who designed it. But maybe that was about 3-4 months ago.
Right.
So maybe something that I can modify it to make it better than what I thought is going to be good. So excellence is my passion.
Okay.
My project is done, constructed, given to the contractor, and then let them do it. No. That's not what I want to be part of the development process. So when I go there to the site, I see, maybe a slight modification of that curvature will make the road better. So I go to the office to call my other engineers and give them my idea, the thing that I knew, ask them to prepare a new drawing, modifying the old one, and send it out for construction. So I feel it is so close to my heart.
I can see that.
Another project area where I was very much involved with reclamation work.
Okay.
Yeah, because Bahrain doesn't have much of a land
space,
so
yeah.
we need to reclaim land to provide facilities for road and developments, housing and things like that. And I enjoyed reclamation work. You know, reclamation is actually redefining a relationship between sea and land.
Land, okay.
There was already a relationship there.
Right.
So I'm going there to change that relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't want to get the sea angry with me.
Okay.
I don't want the land controlling me. I want to make them
The merger, beautiful.
merge and beautiful and develop a new relationship.
Okay, interesting.
And that is how I see reclamation work.
Okay. You're
And
speaking
because-
absolute literature.
Yeah, because sea is dynamic.
Yes.
Waves come and then always hitting there. Land is not dynamic, but promising. This land can develop into multi-million dinar project. So the land is valuable and promising. Sea is dynamic, and let them marry each other.
Okay.
And I conduct several marriages in Bahrain.
Okay.
In taking care of, for example, the Amwaj Island
Yeah, okay.
and the North Manama
Ring Road,
Causeway,
Causeway, yeah.
and the causeway between Mina Salman and Heath. All these causeways were developed through this passion.
Okay. And tell me about your feelings when you drive through these highways where you have your signature on.
Oh, I feel so much excited. And my wife mostly will be sitting next to me when I travel for just pleasure trip. And when I come to a junction, I call my wife. I say, this junction is now speaking to me.
Okay.
So I hear the junction talking to me,
Okay.
because I was the one who brought that junction into existence. Maybe a father.
All right.
So just like the father is passing by, the son is beckoning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I enjoy.
Okay.
I enjoy. For the last few months, I finished my work from the ministry, and I didn't go back home.
Okay.
I could have gone back immediately,
Yes.
but I didn't want to go back because I want to have some time to drive around
Okay.
Bahrain
Okay.
and then visit those projects which I have done several years ago, because I didn't have much time to do that while I was working, because very, very busy with the project on hand. But not the older project. Older projects are gone. I didn't have time to go there. So I took this few months to visit those projects, roads that I have that's done, bridges that have come into existence, and stop there and start talking to them.
Okay. Which was your latest project before you retired as the head of Causeways and Highways from the ministry,
Yep,
right?
yes.
Which was your latest?
There are two projects that is latest. One is a reclamation project,
Okay.
and the other one is a road project.
Okay.
Reclamation project is constructing a platform for future road and bridge between Busaitin and Bahrain Bay.
Okay.
That is the fourth bridge between Muharrak Island and
Manama.
main
Main island,
Manama.
yeah.
So what we did was, from the Diawul Muharrak area, there is a reclamation platform we have done, connected for the connectivity to Bahrain Bay, leaving a gap for the bridge to come in the future.
Okay.
So if you go over there to one of the high-rise building in Bahrain Bay, you can see the platform is ready to receive the road on top of that, and the gap is there ready to have a bridge there.
Okay.
So that is one of the projects which I was involved in as my last project. And in that project, as a lot of involvement from my side was there, along with the consultancy work that has happened along with that.
So I think the reclamation is done. Now
Reclamation
yet
work.
to happen is the road and the bridge.
Yeah, yeah, the road and the bridge has yet to happen, and I wish to drive on that road sometime
I'm
in
sure
the future.
you can come back and do that. When are you going home, Mr.
I will be going on the 7th of December.
Okay, okay, that's too close.
That's
but
too
I'm
close to-
sure
yeah.
you will come back to fulfill that dream
Yeah,
of yours.
I love to do that. I love to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another road project that was completed recently is the South Bahrain Loop Road.
South Bahrain, the ring road, yeah, the
Yeah,
loop road.
The
yeah.
loop road.
I
You
think
see,
that's a major project,
That's
isn't
a
it?
major
Which really
project.
connects Bahrain. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah. That's a ring road connecting all the regions of Bahrain, and and constructing an outer ring road.
Yes.
And we are developing that one by stage. And this is part of that major ring road, a 10-kilometer road from the Bahrain Sailing Club to all the way another 10 kilometers to Jumeirah Resort.
Right.
Yeah, so that was the last project which I committed and is completed. And both the projects could be, were completed. I could see that project completed before I leave, and I'm so happy about it.
I'm also so happy for you, for the joy that I see in you. Let's continue the conversation of your dialogues with roads and bridges in the country and more after a short break. And on Success Statements from BMC Global Live, it is Mr. P.C. Abraham.
Every piece of jewelry tells a story. Its raw beauty speaks of its natural origins. The brilliant design speaks of unparalleled craftsmanship. Its elegance evokes the passion and energy of those who wear it. At Al Siraj Jewelry, our story, our pride.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live, and tonight with me is Senior Retired Engineer from the Works Ministry, P.C. Abraham. Mr. Abraham, that was a beautiful start to a beautiful evening chat where you really impressed me with your engagements with the roads and bridges, taking it to that sublime level of marriage or birthing junctions and merging of beautiful relationships between land and sea. I think only a man of literature can relate his profession of engineering to such beautiful levels. Do you write?
I definitely write.
Okay.
I speak,
Okay.
I write, and I wish to continue writing.
Okay. What are your plans in the pipeline? Are you planning to write something?
I was very much involved with the development of the young people, teenage boys and girls in Bahrain, giving them counseling, answering some of the problems that they are facing.
Okay.
So we had a QA sessions in the churches.
Okay.
So when they ask me difficult questions and they're struggling with, I was giving them the answers. And somebody mentioned to me, why don't you put all these answers, questions and the answers into a book form?
Yes.
And so that it could be utilized for those people who are not physically accessible to you.
Right.
So that challenge still remains in me. I have not started yet.
Okay.
Because here I was very much busy with my commitment. Therefore, when I get back to my, I don't call it as a retirement, Raji. It is retiring.
Okay.
You know, back at home, when the tire gets worn off, then retreading.
Retreading, yeah.
Retreading.
Okay.
So that's what I am trying to do. It's not retiring and throwing away, but it's retreading for another journey, continuing this journey in another form. Therefore, I am not retiring.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm continuing there, and my continuing will be this one, and then I'll be fully involved with a profession of teaching. I started with teaching profession.
Yes.
Teaching engineering from the Trichur Engineering College. But now I am going back to Trichur, not to the engineering college, but that's another institution, Rehoboth Theological Institute, where young people from several states of India, boys and girls, coming there to be trained how to live their life well, how to socially interact with people. What are the problems that this generation is facing, and how you can help them. So training them to address these issues, theological issues, personal issues, family issues. You know, so many families are in tension nowadays because the issues are so complex nowadays, and husband and wife find it very difficult to manage their family life, and they break up, they end misunderstanding, unforgiveness. So when I see this one, my heart pains. What I was doing there in Trichur was give them family counseling. How to live a life together with someone who come to you to live together, how to take care of each other, and how the children that's born into the family are trained for the future. So I will be involved in that sort of thing. So writing, teaching, social work, and whatnot.
Allow me to digress. You just spoke about mentoring youngsters. My association goes back to almost 20 plus years with you. I've been seeing you, and every time I've seen you, right from day one, even today, I've always seen you with a smile. And just that your hair is gone all white, you have not changed otherwise. What is the secret behind this disposition, this smiling and chirpy disposition?
I've been gifted with a lot of blessings from God, and I enjoy Him. And that joy, I want to pass it on to those who are around me. There's no reason for me to be gloomy. Because I don't have any regret in my life. I don't have much desire. Whatever the desire God has given into my heart, He has accomplished it.
Okay.
So, when you expect some behavior, some goodies from your friends, and you don't get it, you become gloomy. I don't expect anything.
Really?
Yeah. I expect only a smile.
Okay.
But in order to get a smile, you should give a smile first. So I start smiling. And as we now speak to you, you are smiling at me, and I smile at you. And not only in a situation like this, wherever I go, I want to see people enjoy their life. What I can do with them. Even if you meet somebody on the lift, you have never met them. Stranger. But look at their face and give them a smile. You will get a smile back. And you are joyful.
Okay.
So joy is the reason why I am smiling.
Beautiful, beautiful. You just said, but allow me to say, does it sound easier to be heard than in practical? Because you say like you're happy, you smile, and your smile is returned. But how have you come across in your mentoring sessions or your engagements with people, especially youngsters? Do they really buy this that easy, Mr. Abraham?
They will have a lot of questions.
Isn't it?
A lot of questions. It is not it doesn't come easily. But you can train them.
Okay.
You can give them a perception of how to live and enjoy the life by logically arguing them, convincing them, and try to get into the deeper levels of human need. That is spiritual, not physical. Most of the people are concerned about the physical needs of a person that make the person happy or no. But that's a deeper level, emotional level, still deeper, spiritual level. So if you start with a spiritual refreshment and infilling and reviving, that will reflect into your mind, that will reflect into your body. There are two things most of the people talk about, the pleasure and the joy. They are not the same. Most of the people are pleasure seeking, but they are not concerned about joy. Pleasure is materialistic.
Okay.
Joy is immaterial, inner being. It is born inside. And pleasure is enjoyed personally, individually, alone. You alone enjoy your pleasure. But joy,
you share.
You share. And you can see that pleasure is short-lived.
Momentary, yes.
Momentary. But joy is
everlasting.
Everlasting. And over exercise of pleasure. If you run after pleasure without control, uncontrollable pursuit over pleasure will lead into into a rut that you are trapped. You are addicted. You cannot come out of that addiction, and that will spoil your life. Any addiction will spoil your life.
You're right. Coming back to the discussion, you portrayed two aspects in my understanding of you. One, that passionate engineer that you are, and another, the passionate human being that you are. Which of you was you in the beginning? What was your passion right from, or to put it simple, were you passionate about engineering right from a young days? And were you equally passionate about this human aspect of life from young days? Where was it? Do you know where it got?
Yes. I remember while I was studying in the high school in Kallisheri, Changanur.
Okay.
We were living near the present railway track between Koilon and Kottayam. At the time, there was no railway track when I was studying in the school. So that was the time when the railway track was under construction from Koilon to Kottayam, and that line was passing through our property. So every time I come from the school, I was so much excited with the construction work going on next door. So I would go there and stand there, a simple boy of 15, 16 years old, go to the site and staying there and watching what is going on there. And after some time, the engineer who was in charge of that project saw that this boy comes every day and stand there and watching and is enjoying. So finally, he called me to his closer. Say, why are you standing here? I said, I want to see what's happening here. So what? No, I enjoy. Uncle, why do you want to excavate that? He's shocked. A boy is asking you, construction site, why you want to excavate that? Then he said, oh, that's where I'm going to have a pier for a bridge that is going to come here. Oh, that's the reason why you are. So how deep you will go? That depends upon what is underneath. But I see the concrete ring that is being precast there. What is the use of that one, uncle? This will go into this pit that which we are digging. Okay, and then I watch. The next day I come there. They come. They scope out the stuff inside the ring. I said, "What do you want it?" He said, "If you take it out, then that will push the ring down, and then this will go deeper and deeper and deeper, and finally it comes to a firm strata, and then we will build out the pier." Oh, I see. So right from the very beginning, I was curious about civil engineering.
Okay.
Not only engineering. I was very definite, very clear what I am after. So the pursuit of civil engineering was inborn in me.
Okay.
And I was always trying to find out a way how to accomplish that. And God did it.
Okay. All right. And tell me about your the counseling aspect or the mentoring. Since when did you get into that? And I know that you lead a church in the country, and you also regularly preach. You're into spiritual leadership as well.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about that aspect as well.
My mentor was my mother.
Okay.
She taught me mathematics.
And what is her name, please?
Her name is Annama.
Annama. Okay.
She taught me. She brought me into the world. She taught me. And she is the reason why I become a committed Christian.
Okay.
Through her. And ever since that moment, she began to mentor my life, my discussion, my aspirations, my wish. When I go wrong, she will correct me. And when I disobey, she will call me. She never punished me.
Okay.
But her look gave me a lot of pain. When I do something, she pierces my heart with a sharp look.
Okay.
That's not right. Enough. I got the pain. And I corrected. So my mom was my mentor.
Okay.
And I knew how to do the mentoring by experiencing her mentoring with me. So when I grew up, I knew that I can do the same thing, or I have to do the same thing, because there's a lot of need around me. People are confused, people are not given proper direction and guidance. So I call them around, then that sometimes go for a walk and friendly talk to them, bring my perception of a correction that they need into their life in a very, very polite, not aggressive way. I won't accuse them. I won't find fault with them. But I said, this may be a better way of doing it. Why don't you try? I have tried it. You try. You could do it in a better way. You can have better result. You have better control of your own life if you say no to certain things and yes to some other things. So that's mentoring. Yeah. So everyone needs mentoring.
Okay.
No one is beyond mentoring.
All right. And not everyone can be a mentor, right?
Yeah. Everyone, if we are allowing ourselves to be spent, then you can be a mentor. If you don't want to spend anything, whatever you know, you keep it with you, then you cannot be a mentor. I read somewhere, something connected with this one. I spent what I had. We all do that.
Yeah.
I spent what I had. I lost what I kept to myself. I gained what I gave.
What I gave, yeah.
So mentoring is giving. I gained it. I gained satisfaction. I gained a smile from that person. I gained a sense of thankfulness when I see the person 10 years later, 20 years later, and I see him on the corridor of life. I said, Uncle, I remember you called me and corrected me on that day. I remember that. Thank you for that. So, you are mentoring. You don't have to expect any reward for mentoring. You just continue mentoring. The reward will come to you in terms of satisfaction, joy, fulfillment in life. What more you want, Raji, in your life?
Indeed.
The fulus will come and go. that will not give you lasting happiness.
Right.
But this will give you.
Sharing the joy of life this evening on Success Statement is Mr. P.C. Abraham. Let's take a short break.
വിഷമിക്കണ്ട എല്ലാം ശരിയാവും.
ലുലു മണി സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Life, and with me tonight is Mr. Abraham, retired senior engineer from the Works Ministry. Mr. Abraham, as we come to the last segment of the show, tell us something about your beautiful family. You've been referring to your mother, to your wife, the two women in your life, and I'm sure you have one more woman or more. Tell us more.
Yeah, 3 women influenced my life significantly. Don't be startled.
No, I'm not.
The first one is my mom.
Mother, yeah.
My mother. What I am now mostly is because of what she has done in my life. A very closely watching mom. When something is going wrong in my life, without anybody telling, she knows that. God has given her a very special gift. You cannot fool around her. You cannot hide anything from her. She will immediately spot you out.
Okay.
So that is something that I remember my mom doing with me. I remember when I was teaching in the Succes Engineering College. I got a good job, salary coming down, and everything is going well, and I lost the passion to apply myself spiritually as I used to do before. When I was studying, I wanted God, because God, I want Him to help me to get good marks.
Okay.
So I pray, and so God heard that prayer, and I passed out from the Trivandrum Engineering College with first class and first rank in the University of Kerala. And then I was feeling somebody, because I am somebody.
Okay.
And now I am teaching in the Engineering College, Succes. So I feel a little bit of proud within me. And I lost my prayer life.
Okay.
I lost the passion of loving God. God was low priority in my life. When I went on my vacation to Kadisheri from Succes, my mom knew that this is not the same son, PC, that was there as a student. Now so she treated me very harsh.
Okay.
Yeah. you cannot continue like this. You need to change. Great things have been invested in you by God. You are ignoring that. Come back and live on. And that is something I remember. The second person who influenced my life is my beautiful wife. I call her my bride even today. And Lily, and I call her Lily of the Valley. And she has such a great support and mentor even. She corrected me a few times, and I enjoy living with her. And God has given us 4 children. First 3 are boys, and the 4th one is a daughter. First and second, 7-year gap.
Okay.
Second and third, another 7-year gap. Third and fourth, 2-year gap. Because I could not wait another 7 years. It's too difficult for my wife. And it is the third woman I mentioned is my daughter. She was a good singer. She was very close to my heart. And once I was doing my studies in theology. You know what we used to do was we had our dining table, and we all sit around the dining table. My wife will be sitting at one side because she was an Indian school teacher, so she has to prepare her lessons for the next day. So she will be working at one corner, and my sons, 2 of them will be working in another 2 areas, and their dad is also studying. So at one point of time we had 3 students and 1 teacher.
Teacher at the table, yeah.
And as we were, as I was doing my theology studies, aspiring for doctorate in theology. So it was very hard, distance learning. So the professors will send me the lessons, and I have to go through that, listen to the tapes, make comments, critique, prepare the essay, prepare the thesis, send back within that particular time frame. And I have got a lot of other things here.
Yeah.
My work, my family, my other organizations, I was sharing responsibilities, and I couldn't make my studies properly. So I came to a point that I cannot make it. By the time almost 60% of my work is done. But still I found it very, very hard to pursue my dream of theological studies. So I was quietly thinking within me that I am going to quit.
Okay.
And while I was thinking in that way, my daughter was coming down from the upstairs singing a song. And that song, as I told you, she's a very good singer. So she came down singing a song, I can fly, I can touch the sky, stay there, hang on. This was the song that she was singing, and I knew that song is speaking to me.
Okay.
You can touch the sky, I can fly. I don't have to be intimidated by the pressure of work or the pressure of the project or the assignment. Stay there. You can do it. You can do it. I was talking to myself. No, I'm not going to quit. I will do it. And she is the one who was God used to transform my thinking.
Okay.
So these 3 women.
And what is her name?
Phoebe.
Phoebe, okay.
At the moment she has come to Bahrain from Bangalore just to escort us back to Bangalore.
Very sweet of her. So tell us about your other children, like the sons, where are they?
Yeah,
are they married?
The first 3 are boys, very, very naughty boys.
Okay.
They grew up here. Yeah, 2 of them were born here,
Okay.
and all the 4 grew up here. Indian school, Secretariat school, Bahrain school, and the first one is now in Columbus, Ohio. He's a medical doctor.
Okay.
He's a cardiologist, very much involved with his expertise, and also he also gave talk in the media
Okay.
on how to live well, taking care of your cardiac issues. And so he is in Columbus, Ohio. His second one is Sam. He is in Seattle, Washington.
What is the name of the first one?
AB.
AB. Okay.
AB. And the second one is Sam, and he is now, he was working with the JP Morgan Bank. Now he has moved into Merrill Lynch
Okay.
as the vice president of the camp, of that bank, working there. And third is Benjamin. Benjamin is now, was before working with the American Airlines as a graphic designer, UX designer. It's a new field that has been emerged recently. UX design, user experience design.
Okay.
How the user of the website will feel. If somebody wants to log into the American Airlines and try to do something, how he feels,
Okay.
whether he is comfortable, how we can make him better, how we can attract him. So it's the user experience design. Recently developed area of design, website design, graphic design. So he's a combination of all these things. And because of his success in the American mission at American Airlines, the Walmart has snatched him away from
Okay.
Walmart, from American Airlines.
Okay.
So now he's working with Walmart.
Walmart. Okay.
Yeah, developing their media, their website, and their user experience that he has gained into that one. And he was saying, we are now challenging Amazon.
Okay.
So my son is now, third one is doing that one.
What about your grandchildren?
My grandchildren, God has given us 9 of them. And
Okay.
they are, and 2 of them are in Bangalore with my daughter. And the first one has got 3, the second one has 3, and the third son has got 1 daughter. So they are 9 altogether.
Right.
And the first 3 of my oldest son, they are all in the colleges.
Okay.
So 22 years is my oldest granddaughter, and 4 years is the youngest grandson.
Okay. Okay.
So between that, with all the 9 children are there.
Do you have a role model in life?
I would say my mom.
Okay.
How she loved the family, how she loved the people. You know, while she was a teacher, as I told you, while she was there, she was very much involved with the YWCA.
Okay.
And every first Saturday of the month, the YWCA in Kallisheri invite her for a session, social discussion, biblical consultation, prayer. So she was mentoring the people who come there. So that really touched me, and as something that I can emulate. She was a teacher. I also became a teacher. And she was a family person. I am also very much, I love the family. My third son, Benjamin, used to tell to me when we are around the table, dining table, and some good food comes to the table. He is very passionate about food. And when all those things are coming, then we are seated around, then he said, I love this family.
Okay.
With thumbs up. I love this family.
Okay.
I hear that. I am so much praising God and thanking for that family. So my mom is the one who inculcated all these aspects in my life.
Okay. Right. It's 45 years in Bahrain, and you are bidding adieu to the kingdom. What will you miss when you go home? I'm sure you can come back anytime, it's just across the sea. But then there will be definitely something that you would be missing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I love Bahrain. Bahrain gave me a lot of opportunity to serve Bahrainis and Bahrain. And that I will miss. Their love, most of my colleagues in the ministry, either they call me brother or granddad.
Okay.
Yeah. I was seen as a grandfather.
Okay.
In one way it is correct, because there is nobody closer to my age.
Okay.
And all the white hair will make them say that. But it's a loving relationship. So I'm going to miss that. And I'm going to miss the projects.
Yes.
Which especially the project which I completed, half of the reclamation work I have completed, North Panama Causeway. I very much wish to have seen the road also there. But that's okay. That's okay. I can come back, as you said, I can come back and then enjoy riding over that one sometime later. Then I'm going to miss the grill food here in Bahrain. Beautiful. I have gone to east, west, north, and south.
Okay.
But I have never seen such good quality grilled food.
Grilled food.
Chicken tikka, shawarma, and these things are something very special.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And the friendship that developed, thousands of people came close to my heart as my friends. And I'm going to miss them physically, but I'll be in touch with many of them. So these are the things which I am going to miss. But I miss this one to gain something else.
Yes.
Over there in Trichu.
Indeed.
And I'm sure that will make me satisfied, continually satisfied in my life.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham, for that beautiful evening chat. Team BMC would like to thank you, because we're indeed honored and privileged to be hearing all these pieces of wisdom and joy and sharing. Thank you so much. Can I have your closing remarks, please?
I'm so much privileged and blessed by being here with BMC. I heard about this one, but I never come into contact with that. But today, it became a day of fulfillment in my life to step into this prestigious institution, which has got a lot of passion in this one. Dynamic thinking, creativity, all those things happening here. And I was sorry that I missed this one in the past. But that's okay.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. And I appreciate and wish you all well, and also success in your life, and also help this BMC to touch other people and guide them further in their life. As far as my final message to you and also to my listeners is, life is good. You know the slogan for LG, right?
Life is good.
Yeah, life is good. Because of that, take care of it.
Indeed.
Life is short. Don't allow to misuse that. Life also is an opportunity. Don't miss it. Opportunities come there, stay there for a moment and pass by. If you fail to grab it when it comes, it's gone. So life is an opportunity. Hollow. Don't miss it. Life is a one-time gift to you from God. You are responsible to the giver. Life is a stewardship. Your life will be called for accounting. You need to be responsible. So while you enjoy all the blessings that this country gives, God gives, your family gives, remember that you are accountable. So accountable to God, accountable to your family, accountable to the society, accountable to every area that blessed you. You are accountable to give it back. And that's the message. Life is good. Life is short. Life is a blessing. Life is a stewardship. Life is an opportunity. But lot of responsibilities that come there for you to interact with all those things. So I wish you all well, and thank you for this great opportunity given to me. And I'm sure if another time comes to me for you to come, for me to come over here, I'll be excited.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Life is beautiful. A man who took us through his passion to vision to submission and mission. That was P.C. Abraham, retired senior engineer from Works Municipalities and Urban Planning Ministry of Bahrain. And until we meet next week with yet another guest, this is Raji Unikrishnan signing off. Good night. Mr. Abraham, thank you so much for joining us. We have a small memento, a token of appreciation. I invite Mr. Francis, the chairman, and Mr. Praveen, the media head of BMC, to give you the memento, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
So much. What a privilege it is.
It's an honor for us.
It's a privilege for me. I feel I am humbled by this moment.
Thank you.
With our stunning collection of fine jewelry, gemstones, pearls and diamonds, fine pieces in timeless designs and unspoken elegance. Al Siraj Jewelry, our story, our pride.